Welcome to another edition of the Superintendent's Corner featuring Scott Acom. Today, we'll be discussing the new Positive Behavior Interventions and Support Program, otherwise known as PBIS. Mr. Acom?
Hello, everyone. Scott Acom. I am here with some colleagues and friends and guests here to talk to you about a new district initiative that we'll be implementing next year at McBain Public Schools. So I'd like to take this opportunity for them to introduce themselves.
I'm Melanie Schmid, high school social worker and PBIS district coordinator.
I'm Troy Finstrom, middle school principal.
Erin Brinks, fifth grade teacher.
Ryan Biller, high school principal.
Thank you, everyone. And we'll just start out with just a couple of questions about what is PBIS?
So PBIS is a behavior initiative that we are adopting in our schools over the next couple of years. Behavior is a big problem in a lot of schools, not just ours, but we are looking at new ways to kind of create data to help our school look at and solve our behavior issues as they arrive across the district.
And Mr. Finstrom, you have some experience with this program at CAPS. What benefits did you see from this program?
With the main focus on teaching the expected behaviors of what are kids allowed to do, how do we want them to act, then they know the parameters that they can operate in. And you see a lot of your minor behaviors tend to diminish and go away as kids understand what they have the rights to operate in and how to do it. And you see a drastic change in the culture and climate of the district as you focus more on recognizing the positive behavior. We're still dealing with the negative, but when you focus on the positive, a lot of the kids tend towards that positive side, and we saw huge results and a dramatic change in our climate.
Hey, thanks. And Mrs. Brinks, I think that the school implementation teams and the district team have been kind of working on classroom expectations and expectations for our students. Can you give us some examples of that and the benefits that you see from this process?
Sure. I know we have developed grade level matrices so that we can have a common expectation and what students would expect no matter which classroom they go into. And we've also been working on just in common areas, so in the lunchroom or in the hallway, how students should behave so that they know what's expected and that there's a common language with all staff.
Great, thanks. And it's hard to meet expectations if you don't know what those expectations are. I know in my family we have kind of some unwritten rules about what our expectations as a family are as far as responsibilities, and it makes life a lot smoother in the Acom household when everyone understands those expectations. Right. And Mr. Biller, with the high school, I know that you've been working a lot with chronic absenteeism and truancy, and do you see this as a benefit to having students want to attend school?
Yeah, I mean, everybody wants to come to a school where they feel safe and where they feel like they can maximize their opportunities for education. Kids, we want them to come to school. That is the whole thing with truancy. Obviously, the research says more kids are successful, the more they are here at school. So it's just another sliver, another piece of the PBIS initiative is to also encourage students to make good choices, show up here and have some positive things along the way so that they can enjoy their high school years as well.
Yeah. Well, thanks. I appreciate the time today, and this is a program that I'm excited about. I know we've spent this past school year sitting through meetings and creating our plans in our matrices of expectations so that we can fully implement next year and reap the benefits of that implementation. Mr. Biller and Mr. Finstrom both had hit on some things about culture and climate of the school, and one thing that we'll have going out soon is a survey out to parents. We have a 3rd through 6th grade survey that goes to students, and a 7th through 12th grade survey that will be going out to students. A couple of these questions might be shock to some of our parents. They do ask about, in the 3rd through 6th grade survey, do ask about gender. And then the 7th through 12th grade survey does ask about gender and sexual orientation. We want to make sure that parents are aware of this. This is nothing political. It's just, as it was stated earlier, we want all kids to feel safe at school and included at school. And we're going to be sending out a letter to parents about this and an opt-out form if they choose to opt out on the survey. But this culture and climate survey is going to really help steer us and see what we're doing really well, but also things that we can improve on, because we always can continue to improve. And that's what we want to do here in McBain Schools. Does anyone else have any last thoughts about the MTSS or PBIS program? How about any dad jokes? I've got one for you. What's the difference between an alligator and a crocodile?
I'm scared.
Well, from what I can see, is one will see you after a while and another one will see you later. So from McBain Schools, this is Scott Acom.
Feel the wheel.